Good morning, family, and welcome to what I'm calling the routine. This is Dr. B, and for the next 365 days, we're going to do this together. And we're not going to do it perfectly, but we are going to do it consistently. You know, we all talk about wanting a routine. We talk about discipline, consistency, faith, growth, but most of us don't actually have a routine that we can return to every single day. This isn't going to be me teaching you from the outside. This is me committing to becoming with you. So if you hang with me for 30 days, you'll build a powerful habit. If you hang with me for 90 days, it will change your life. But if you hang with me for all 365 days, your life will never be the same. And that, my friend, is a complete promise. As people who want to live their best lives, we need to be intentional. No, we have to be intentional. And for the next 365 days, if you join me, this is how we will start our day. We will wake up on purpose. We will protect our focus. We will not be distracted by opening our phones, devices, TV, computers, etc. until we are done here. We will hydrate immediately. We will create stillness through our breathing. We will work on our connection and our identity through a short devotional. We will focus on our gratitude. We will set our intention for the day. We will plan to make a connection with somebody this day. We will make and keep at least one promise to ourselves. And at some point today, we will move our body, not together, but you can do exercise, you can get it done. So now listen, if you're just finding us today, whether it's day 1 or day 200, you're right on time. These days don't build on each other, but each one stands on its own, and it's about consistency. And I understand because of the time zone, we're doing it at 6:30 Mountain Time, but whatever, you might have kids, you might have work and a real life. You may not always be able to join us live, and that's okay. If you need to, you can always watch the recording from the day before and do this routine earlier in your day if that's what it takes. It's live is obviously more powerful, but the recording still works. And that's what matters, is that you spend this time intentionally. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to show up. Welcome to the routine. Let's become together. And if you need more information, just go ahead and go to routine.live. Now let's go. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What amazing, awesome, just incredible day it is today. Hey, I am in Los Angeles today. We are on day 100 and just so excited about being able to have this conversation today, and just thinking, you know, my voice is low. It's because I'm at a hotel. I got my grandbabies behind me and they're sleeping. And so what an amazing day. So it's not going to be loud, but it's going to be powerful. So thank you for being part of this with me this morning. Oh, go ahead and breathe. Yeah, it's 5:30 here. So this is kind of cool. I can't wait to have this conversation. So let's start out with our breathing like we always do. Our breathing is so important. Take a big, deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in. This is how we start our day. We start our day every day, making sure that we have all the air and oxygen we possibly can. So breathe in. Hold it. Day 100. Seems so cool that haven't missed a day. Breathe in. We wake up on purpose. Every single day we wake up on purpose. Try not to be distracted by noise and internet and all those other things that are part of our lives. We're going to hydrate immediately. And so as soon as we're done breathing in, we're going to hydrate. Who are you connecting with today? We make meaningful connections every day. Who are you going to connect with today? are you thankful for? Breathe in. Our devotion has really been talking about the way that we think and the repetitiveness of what we put into our mind. What are you going to repeat today? Of course, we're going to affirm our day. Breathe in. Do 3 more. This is a chair I'm not used to sitting in, but that's okay. Still got air in my body, right? Breathe in. 2 more after this. Breathe in. One more. Breathe in. All right, let's get our water in here. All right, let's jump into our devotion. Let's jump into our devotion this morning. All right, today the title is A Thought is Not Your Identity. A thought is not your identity. I've given you authority from verse, we're talking about Luke 10:19. I've given you the authority over all the power of the enemy. I've given you the authority of the power over the enemy. Let me put this on the screen so that you can see it. Okay, share screen. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong screen. Sorry about that. One more time. Let's get the right screen on here. Is this one? All right. That's the right screen. I'll put myself in the bottom corner here. All right. So I have given you authority. I have given authority over all the power of the enemy. God, remind me who I am. The truth, a thought is a suggestion, not your identity, not who you are. Feeling fear doesn't mean you are fearful. There's a time I believe that every thought that came into my mind, if I thought it, I assumed it was me. But I learned something freeing. Thoughts come and thoughts go, but identity is chosen. I don't have to agree with everything I think. Let me say it one more time. I don't have to agree with everything that I think. You know, when we think about some of those negative thoughts that we've been talking about over the last week or so, I'm not enough. I can't do it. I'm bad. Whatever those thoughts are, those don't have to become you. But remember that we have to replace those thoughts with new thoughts. We can't just look and say, remove it. I want to remove that thought. But some of us, you know, we think, okay, just because it hit our mind, that somehow that is who we are. And so when we think about the science that goes behind it, your brain produces thoughts consistently and constantly. And we do 60 to 70 1,000 thoughts every single day. Most of those are all automatic, right? The things that we just think, the things that, hey, I got to get up, that I have to, get into my car, I have to put the key, whatever those things that are automatic that we do all the time. Some of the thoughts that we have are just, generating our body being able to move. I need some water. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. All those things in the thoughts that we have. And so this is called our default mode network activity. And so those are the things that we have produced over time. And the older you are, those automatics. But the cool thing about it is any thoughts that are automatic, the way that our brains work can be changed. So if you've looked up for your whole life and says, you woke up your whole life and you said, I'm no good, or I'm not great enough, or whatever those things are that you've thought over and over and over for the last 15, 20 years, depending on how old you are right now. The cool thing about our brain is those all can be changed. So those mechanisms can be restructured. We can replace those thoughts, but we have to do it intentionally. When we say we wake up on purpose and we live with intention, that means that we wake up on purpose and we change the thoughts that are in our mind so that we can become the person that we decided that we need to be. So awareness allows us to step back and observe thoughts instead of identifying with them. Sometimes because it's so automatic that we don't even think of the thoughts that we're thinking, and they just become the things that we're like, I can't do this. You've already said that to yourself so many times. I can't, the person who says, I need my alarm clock to wake up every single day because I won't wake up if I don't have my alarm clock. Well, that's a negative for positive thought. But if you believe that and you want to wake up without your alarm clock, you can retrain your brain to wake up every single day at the time that you want it to, and it will do it. Because your mind is this powerful thing that has the ability to do it. You absolutely 100% don't need an alarm clock. But if you told yourself that you need an alarm clock and you started believing that that's your identity, that I need an alarm clock, I'm always late to work and I get written up for being at work. And that's just how it's going to be. And I got to try to make sure that I wake up and be able to do it. I can't get moving in the morning is one of those functions that people tell themselves. And that's absolutely not true. And so if that's a thought that you have and a belief that you have, and that's automatic, it continues to be out. You didn't even think, I have to wake up. Right? So now you start retraining your brain, and you said, no, I need to do this. I need to retrain what I'm thinking, and now I'm doing it. Now I operate. Some people get up in the morning and they don't have a smile on their face. They're dreary. They're like, oh, I just got to get going. I can't get going. There's no need for that. Right? You can say, I am going to wake up with a smile on my face. I'm going to be happy. And I'm going to tell everybody, have a great day. You can retrain your video because it doesn't have to be automatic. So the heart of the connection today is you are not your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. And the invitation is, what thought have you been identifying with? And we've been thinking about these thoughts all week long. So I hope you've written a whole bunch of them down, that you put them down in your journal, you put them down in your promise journal, and you're starting to rethink the thoughts of getting up every morning, your thoughts of what you do every day during the day, your thoughts about what you say to others that you come across. I don't like that person. Well, is that a thought? Is there a reason that you don't need to like that person? If you want to like that person, you can like the person, no matter who they are, no matter what they do, no matter what they say to you. You can begin to like them. You can train your brain to be able to do that. So the invitation today is, what thought have you been identifying with that you want to change? And then let's figure out a way to change it. So label one thought as just a thought today. This isn't who I am. This isn't what I have to be. This is how I'm going to retrain my brain to be. And so the short prayer here is, Lord, help me separate truth from passing through thoughts or passing thoughts. Help me separate truth. We went to that whole list, and if you need to go back a couple of days, it was day 95 or 96 that we went through, and I gave you a list of 100 words that you may be saying to yourself that you no longer need to say to yourself. So the questions for today is, do you think people confuse thoughts with identity? Of course they do. What separates a thought from truth? And why identity is so important? Why is identity So important. I'm going to put these in the chat like we do. And I'm going to post them so that you guys will have them to ponder on and think of if you want. So we'll get rid of those. All right. So let's now jump into our second breathing. Our second breathing today. So this is in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. This is so important. And I know people, you can see people who jump in all the time and they see me breathing or they see me drinking and immediately, well, they jump off. But it's so important that we do it. So we're going to do it. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Step back to our music. Eight seconds in, 8 seconds out. So 10 seconds in, or 10 count, and 10 out. 12 seconds in, 12 seconds out. 12 seconds in, or 14 seconds in, 15 seconds out, 16 seconds in, 16 seconds out, 18. And 18 out. So 20 seconds in. And of course, this is the last one. And out. All right, let's hydrate. And drink some more. Our second set of water today. It seems more than we drink every single day. Yeah, it is. 16 ounces instead of 12 ounces, but that's all right. More water, better for us. All right, let's jump into our gratitude session. And what are you grateful for today? We'll put the music on for you. And we'll put it on the screen. And then I'm going to read my gratitude as you're thinking about I'm going to read mine. And as I read mine, what are you thankful for today? Life and health. Thank you, God. I woke up today. Thank you for my breath in my lungs, strength in my body, clarity in my mind, and steadiness in my nervous system. Thank you for my heart beating faithfully, my brain processing with awareness, my muscles supporting my movement, and my body renewing itself consistently. Thank you for helping me understand that consistency is what sustains growth. Thank you for guiding me to stay disciplined in my habits so I continue to build strength, focus, and endurance. I'm thankful for the health and the capacity you've given me, how I can stay consistent in my physical and mental disciplines today so I continue to grow stronger. I am deeply thankful for my family, my wife, my children, my parents, and the relationships that bring love, accountability, and purpose to my life. Thank you for the trust that continues to grow through consistency and intentional care. Thank you for helping me recognize that relationships require daily attention, and thank you for guiding me to be present, patient, and engaged. I'm thankful for relationships in my life and how I can invest in one relationship today in a way that strengthens trust and connection. Thank you for provision in my life, my home, my food, my transportation, my safety, and the structures that support my daily life. Thank you for the stability that allows me to focus and to move forward with clarity. Thank you for helping me see that provision is not just comfort, but responsibility. What I have today is something I'm called to steward well. I'm thankful for the resources you've given me, how I can manage what I have with greater discipline and awareness today. I'm grateful for financial provisions and opportunity, the ability to earn, to manage, to build, and to give. Thank you for the lessons, growth, and awareness that continue to shape my financial decisions. Thank you for helping me remain focused on long-term stability rather than short-term decisions. I thank you for guiding me to act with wisdom and discipline. I'm thankful for the financial opportunities in my life. I thank you that I can make one wise financial decision today that strengthens my future. I'm thankful that I get to live with purpose and direction. Thank you that my life carries meaning and that my daily actions are building influence over time. I'm thankful for helping me understand that purpose is sustained through consistency, not just movements of motivation. Thank you for guiding me to stay aligned and committed. I'm thankful that the purpose you've placed in my life and how I can stay consistent and aligned with the purpose through my actions today. I'm so thankful that I get to have these deep relationships with my kids and my grandkids, and that they're here with me today. And then this is going to be this amazing day that we will get to spend together as I enjoy being able to wake up this morning, enjoy the fact that I'm born. So I'm thankful that we got to day 100. What an amazing time. All right. So as we move into our affirmation, hey, we got to make sure we do that. Dear Lord, I am so thankful, dear Lord, that you give me the wisdom to do the things you put me on this earth to do in a way, oh my gosh, this thing just keeps popping up. Wisdom and things you put me on this earth to do in a way that pleases you and serves others. So today, tomorrow, and for the rest of my life, as we speak these words repetitively, so that this becomes our identity instead of the identity of the thoughts that we had before. So I walk in the favor of God with my health. I walk in the favor of God in my finances. I walk in the favor of God in my business. I walk in the favor of God in my marriage. I walk in the favor of God with my key relationships. I walk in the favor of God in my ministry. I walk in the favor of God with my children. I walk in the favor of God with my grandchildren. I walk in the favor of God with my debt elimination. I walk in the favor of God with my credit and creditors. I walk in the favor of God with my loans and applications. I walk in the favor of God in my service to others. I walk in the favor of God with my leaders. I walk in the favor of God with my investors. I walk in the favor of God with my mentors and my coaches. I walk in the favor of God with my new projects. I walk in the favor of God with my team. I walk in the favor of God with those who work for me and with me this day, paid or volunteer. Today and every day, I walk in the favor of God, I talk in the favor of God, and I operate in the favor of God. Today and every day, the favor of God for my life changes the rules, regulations, and policies. It surrounds me and covers for those who are close to me. It is in every part of my life for the rest of my life. This day I expect favor. I live favor. I anticipate favor. The time for favor is now, right now, today. Oh Lord, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me and help me from harm so that I will be free from pain. Let's think about our affirmations today as we move into our affirmations. What are you saying today that is changing those thoughts? Well, I become the person my future requires. I become the person my future requires. I choose presence over pressure today. I choose presence over pressure today. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I am consistent, not perfect. I am consistent, not perfect. I am consistent, not perfect. I listen before I react. I listen before I react. I listen before I react. I am grounded, grateful, and growing. I am grounded, grateful, and growing. I am grounded, grateful, and growing. I build trust through my daily actions. I build trust through my daily actions. I build trust through my daily actions. I attract unlimited wealth because I give extraordinary value. I attract unlimited wealth because I give extraordinary value. I attract unlimited wealth because I give extraordinary value. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. I finish what I start. I finish what I start. I finish what I start. I wake up on purpose and I live with intention. I wake up on purpose and I live with intention. I wake up on purpose and I live with intention. I protect my focus and I guard my mind. I protect my focus and I guard my mind. I protect my focus and I guard my mind. I choose discipline as an act of self-respect. I choose discipline as an act of self-respect. I choose discipline as an act of self-respect. I am healthy. My body is continuously healing and strengthening itself. I choose foods, movement, and habits that give me life, energy, and vitality. I am healthy. My body is continuously healing and strengthening itself. I choose foods, movement, and habits that give me life, energy, and vitality. I am healthy. My body is continuously healing and strengthening itself. I choose foods, movement, and habits that give me life, energy, and vitality. I speak life to myself and to others. I am a master at being present. I speak life to myself and to others. I am a master at being present. I speak life to myself and to others. I am a master at being present. I make space for stillness and clarity. I make space for stillness and clarity. I make space for stillness and clarity. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to myself. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to myself. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to myself. Oops. Let's go back. I choose courage over comfort. I choose courage over comfort. I choose courage over comfort. I make meaningful connections every day. I make meaningful connections every day. I make meaningful connections every day. I take responsibility for who I'm becoming. I take responsibility for who I'm becoming. I take responsibility for who I am becoming. I am right where I'm supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. I am right where I'm supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. I am right where I'm supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. God has already placed me and is providing me with everything I need for what He has called me to do. God has already placed me and is providing me with everything I need for what He has called me to do. God has already placed me and is providing me with everything I need for what He has called me to do. There is more than enough, and I am enough to fulfill my purpose. There is more than enough, and I am enough to fulfill my purpose. There is more than enough, and I am enough to fulfill my purpose. Everything works out for me because I direct my thoughts. Everything works out for me because I refuse drift and distractions. And everything works out for me because that is the person I have become. Everything works out for me because I direct my thoughts. Everything works out for me because I refuse drift and distractions. And everything works out for me because that is the person I have become. Everything works out for me because I direct my thoughts. Everything works out for me because I refuse drift and distractions. And everything works out for me because that is the person I've become. I live in abundance. There is no lack. God's provision is everywhere and in all things. I live in abundance. There is no lack. God's provision is everywhere and in all things. Can I just move this out of the way to see if it'll move? Nope. All right. And I count it all joy when God is using every season to strengthen me and to fulfill his purpose in me and through me. I count it all joy knowing God is using every season to strengthen me and to fulfill his purpose in me and through me. And I count it all joy knowing God is using every season to strengthen me and to fulfill his purpose in me and through me. We jump into our word of today, and today's word of today is not discipleship. Oh my gosh, it was readiness. Readiness, meaning readiness is preparing before the opportunity arrives. For example, readiness shows up in practicing when no one is watching, learning before you're asked, and staying prepared so you don't have to get ready. So many people are telling me, I'm getting ready to get ready. They just don't pull the plugs. They don't just move into what they need to do. They're always getting ready. But readiness shows up in practicing when no one is watching. So when you're getting ready, it's before everything started. One of the things that just is so crazy that people are always getting ready is when there's something that they're kind of scared to do, or something that they're fearful, that they can't control the outcome. And readiness says, I'm ready to do this because God has already prepared me for what he wants me to do. It's one of our affirmations. It's one of the things that we talk about consistently all the time, is just, hey, if I'm prepared, if I've been doing the work, if I've been speaking the things into my mind, we don't even have to worry about it anymore, right? There's a time when I was given the opportunity I've been asking for, but I wasn't ready for it. Was I really not? I had the desire, but not the preparation. The moment taught me something though, because truly I wasn't. I didn't do the work that I probably should have done to get it done now. But I didn't forget opportunity doesn't wait for you to catch up. At that point, I made a shift. I started preparing daily, even when nothing was happening. When the next opportunity came, it didn't feel overwhelming. It fit a line. So by what we're doing today in our mindset, I believe I can do anything. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Right. And so now there's some things that I have to study, that I have to get ready, that I have to know that those are available. But my mind is ready. I'm prepared to be uncomfortable. Right. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. All right. So today, when you make your connection, what opportunity are you believing for right now? Prepare for it today. Today, choose one conversation to be present in. Your phones are up, your eyes are down. I have so many opportunities to be present in meaningful connections today. On the plane yesterday, I had a meaningful connection. The gentleman wanted to talk, so we talked. We exchanged numbers. Now I'm ready to do something with him that I probably would have never done had I not been prepared with all the things that are popping up in my life. So stop getting ready to get ready. Just be ready, be prepared, be ready to show up when you're ready to. So the promise to yourself today, prepare for something that hasn't happened yet. Okay, well, that's cool. That write that down. Whatever the promise you make for yourself today, though, make sure you write it down, put it in your promise book. Then make sure that you say it out loud. This is what I'm promising myself I'm going to do today. And finally, what you're going to do is you are going to do it before you go to bed today. Then you're going to check it off tomorrow morning that you've done it. All right, we've got through day 100. And as we prepare for our song today and listen to our song, that will be part of our day today. Don't forget that you're God's greatest gift. Let him love on you. He's going to wrap his arms around you and just love today on you. You are born for greatness. And that greatness that is inside of you needs to just ooze out on you and jump onto somebody else. You were born for greatness. And finally, just be available. You are an answer to somebody else's prayer. So just be available for God to use you in a way that He may have not been able to use you today. So we'll listen to our song, then we'll come back with a final blessing. And thank you for being part of my day and being part of this journey that we're on. We're at 100 days. That means we got 265 more days to go in our journey this year. Oh, but we are off to a great start. I know I'm learning, I'm growing. I'm just a different person than I was 100 days ago for being part of this journey. Enjoy the song.
Yeah. Dr.B in the building. We becoming the person now. Let's go. Woke up with a purpose, sunlight on my face. The God who made the universe still knows me by my name. Every step is kingdom, every breath is grace. I do not rush the process, I just run in my own lane. 2 ears, 1 mouth, so I listen first. Hurting people hurt people, so I speak the healing words. I am a coach, a friend, a brother, a guide, helping people break the limits that were living inside. You have to be the one before you do the thing. Identity before assignment, that is how freedom sings. Every story is sacred, every life unique, and they do not care what you know until they know you are listening. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Stepping in the calling, walking wild and free. From the podcast to the people, I pray for every day. Purpose in my heartbeat, purpose in my name. I am becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where my freedom stays. From mile-high flights to Chicago nights, from track lines chalk to the chaplain's light. 250 men with stories that ignite, now living boldly with purpose taking off in sight. Relationship first, that is the way I lead. Connection is the soil where the soul gets freed. I am a husband, father, and granddad too. 30 people at Thanksgiving, that's what love can do. I say you are God's greatest gift because it is true. Every room gets brighter when you walk through. I am living this mission until the final breath, helping others rise so their best becomes their next level. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Stepping in the calling, walking wild and free. From the pastures to the people, I pray for every day. Purpose in my heartbeat, purpose in my name. I am becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where my freedom stays. From Denver to the nations, let the good news spread. Faith over fear, that is the voice in my head. If you knew the stories and the places I have been, you would know every setback was a setup to win. I show up with bass and I show up with fire. I show up with truth for the ones who inspire. Legacy in motion, generations rise. God's fingerprints are all over my life. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Walking in the promise He keeps over me. Every step is purpose, every breath is praise. And the world gets brighter when we live this way. We are becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where our freedom stays. Let's go! Dr.B. Becoming the person. Every day.
All right. So may the Lord bless and keep you. May His face shine upon you and give you peace. May you walk in the favor of God every single step that you take today. May the God who made the universe knows you by your name. So it's going to be an amazing, incredible day for you today. I want you to have an amazing, awesome, awestruck day today. Don't forget that you are loved, you are blessed, and you are God's child. Have an amazing day today. We will talk to you the same time tomorrow morning.